Welcome everyone to this yoga practice to rejuvenate your shoulders. And this is also day 4 of our 10-day Feel Better, Move Better yoga challenge. So find your comfortable seat any way you'd like, to close the eyes for a few moments and bring the attention to your breath, inviting it to slow down and deepen. And as with each day of our challenge, we have our spark, our phrase to invigorate our physical yoga practice, which you can internalize and interpret however makes sense to you. And our spark this time is, today I will show up. So what does that mean for you? Today, I will show up. And blinking the eyes open, place the fingertips of both hands off to the side and keeping the fingertips on the mat, start to circle the shoulders backwards. So this might feel a little bit funny. You can bend into the elbows. Just notice what it takes to keep the fingertips planted as you rotate the shoulders. And switching directions, moving the shoulders forwards now. Big circles. Just observing what needs to take place for this to happen. And you can release that motion. Bring the right arm in front of the body, hooking on with the left elbow. Start lifting and lowering the right shoulder. Now keep the arms as they are and just turn the head from side to side a few times. Really nice. Bring the head back to center, shake that off a little bit. Left arm comes in front of the body now, lifting and lowering that left shoulder as you brace the left elbow with your right arm. And then release that to turn the head from one shoulder to the other, moving left and right. Remember your breath, remember to smile, and let that go. Really nice. Switch the cross of the legs if that's how you were seated. Roll the shoulders back. And we'll inhale the arms up and exhale, pull the elbows down towards your ribcage. So we'll take that motion a few times, reaching tall on the inhale, and exhale to really squeeze those elbows in towards the ribs. You might like to follow the motion with your gaze. Now place the palm of the right hand behind your left shoulder blade, catch hold of the right elbow with the other hand, and lean to the left. Nice tricep stretch here. And switching sides, holding the left elbow with your right hand and leaning right. You can look up underneath that arm, encouraging the elbow a little bit further back. Deep breaths here. And releasing that once more. Bring the hands back to the mat. We'll meet in child's pose. So you can widen the knees, big toes to touch, and simply walk the hands forwards, bringing the forehead in the direction of your yoga mat. And then walk both hands over towards the left. So a little bit of a side bend in our child's pose here. You could even place the right hand on top of the left and interlace the fingers to deepen that side body stretch. And then walking the hands over towards the right, same thing on the second side. So obviously you have showed up physically to your yoga class, but perhaps today you make a special effort to have the mind show up. Bring it back whenever it starts to wander. Today I will show up. And bring yourself back to center, lifting up onto all fours. And walk the arms forwards for puppy pose. So this time keeping the hips over the knees. Option to intensify by lifting up onto the fingertips, or you can also bring the palms together and bend at the elbows. Always different options. Take the one that works best for you and commit to it. Show up for it. Really nice. Releasing hold of whatever variation of puppy pose you had chosen. Coming back to hands and knees. We'll step the right foot forwards into a short lunge. Walk yourself onto that front knee. And then tuck the tailbone under. So lengthening through that lower spine. Clasp the hands in front of the chest. And we'll twist to open towards the right. And then return to center. So take that motion a few times. Keep the glutes squeezed for balance as you twist just the upper body right and center. And exhale as you twist. And inhaling back to center. And then exhale to twist. And this time hold the twist and really imagine pulling your hands apart here. So really making the shoulders work. Strengthening those outer shoulders, pull them apart, and then back to center, let that go. Give yourself a hug with the right arm on top, and take the upper body around in a circle towards the right. So one hand on each shoulder, slow, deliberate circles here with that upper body. Pressing all four corners of the right foot into the mat. And finishing up that circle, bring the hands back to the mat, finding all fours, a few cat-cows here, just to shake things off and return to the breath. Linking breath to movement, inhaling to arch, exhaling to round. Releasing your cat-cow, we'll step the left foot forward for that short lunge. Bring the hands to the front thigh, squeezing the glutes to tuck the tailbone under, and then clasping hands in front of the chest for those twisting motions. So exhaling twists you left, and the inhale brings you back. Taking that a few times. Showing up for this movement, perhaps thinking about other ways you might show up today, perhaps for someone else. And then holding your twist here, pull the hands apart, work the outer shoulders, and release. Very nice. Give yourself that hug. This time the left arm comes on top, and the upper body circles left. Keep the abs nicely engaged, still squeezing through that right glute. Maybe making your circles progressively a little bit bigger, finding more range of motion. And we'll let that go. To find all fours, tuck the toes, and downward facing dog. Pedaling out through the feet, finding your breath. Really sinking down into the shoulders here. And we'll tiptoe the feet slowly towards the front of the mat, hanging over your legs. Generous bend in the knees. You can take a few circles here again with the shoulders going back, with the fingertips on the mat, just like we did in the beginning. And then circle them forwards a few times. And finish that up and rolling up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Really nice. And once you've arrived here, inhale, the arms sweep up to the sky. Exhale, the hands back down to the chest. And again, inhale, the arms sweep up. This time, catch your right wrist with your left hand, side bend to the left, and ending up in forward fold to roll your way back up. Big motion here. So inhaling the arms to the sky, exhale, side bend to the left, holding your left wrist, and then continue that all the way into your forward folds and rolling back up to stand. One more time through that whole cycle. So inhale, the hands touch overhead and maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands to chest. Inhale, circle the arms up above you, catch hold of your left wrist, and side bend right, forward folds, and rolling up to stand. And last time, inhale the arms up. Exhale, catch the right wrist to lean towards the left. And release to your forward folds. Very nice. And just hold it here, shake out the neck a little bit, shake out your shoulders. Maybe rock a little bit forwards and back on your feet. And then plant the hands. We'll step back into a high plank and hold here for a few breaths. So think about squeezing the legs towards each other, squeezing the glutes. Press the mat away. Imagine doming through the upper back, pressing into all 10 fingertips. And on your next exhale, you can lower all the way to the mat. And come towards shoelace pose. So weaving the right arm underneath the chest. You can extend the left arm out in front of you, perhaps up on fingertips. Or you have the option of bringing the forehead to the back of the left hand. Or if there's a little more space available, you can weave that left arm over towards the right for a full shoelace pose. So again, choose one option that works for you. Commit to it. Deep breaths here. We'll let that go, lifting up towards Sphinx pose on the forearms, pulling the shoulder blades back and down behind you, shining the heart forwards. Before finding shoelace on the second side, weaving the left arm under the body, right arm either comes forwards or forehead to the back of the hand, or that right hand slides over towards the left. Resting the chin on the biceps. Releasing any tension in the lower body. Let go of the glutes, the legs, the toes. Just observe what's happening in that shoulder area. We'll slide out from under there. Now roll onto the left side of the body, the left arm out in front of you, right palm on top of the left, and we'll sweep that right arm open into a twist, and then sweep it back. So take that a few more times. You can inhale as you open up. See if you can keep the fingertips on the ground the entire time, or close enough. And exhale as you bring them back, coming back to that palm to palm position. And last time, opening up. Exhale, squeezing all the air out as you come back. Really nice. Simply roll over onto your right side. We'll take that same action, palm to palm. And the left arm will sweep open on the inhale. And then exhale brings you back. So just like our hips focused yesterday, the shoulders are an extremely versatile joint. They can move in so many directions, and healthy shoulders are another essential aspect of being able to feel better and move better in body and mind. And finishing out your last sweeping motion here. Roll over onto the back, planting both feet to the mat. You can inhale the arms overhead. Maybe the backs of the hands will rest to the earth. Maybe they hover a few inches above it. Thinking about grounding down through the lower back. You can keep the feet flat or perhaps extend them out in front of you. And on your next exhale, bring the arms alongside the body, letting go of any muscular effort, mental effort. For a few moments in Savasana, calm the body, mind, and spirit. Allow the breath to flow however it needs to. Be still and rest. And let your next inhale be deep and deliberate, finding motion in hands and feet, maybe pulling the arms up overhead once more before rolling off to one side to find your comfortable seat. Just a few more moments here to return to yourself. Maybe rocking a little side to side to observe how you feel, and returning to this idea that today I will show up. You have already showed up for this class. How else will you show up today? And well done for completing day 4. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. I would love for you to join us for this complete 10-day yoga challenge. You can do so by clicking the first link in the description box right below this video, which will also get you access to an exclusive meditation practice designed to accompany the challenge. Please make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and that you've hit the like button if you enjoyed this practice, and I'll see you again on the mat very soon.